Hello all Gooners and welcome back to the Arsenal Bloodline. I am Elts. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share. Tell all your Arsenal mates and indeed even all your football mates generally. You know, we love all things football here. This is a quick recap on all things Arsenal over the last few days, starting of course with our second pre-season game of the Singapore tour, which was against Newcastle and resulted in a 3-2 victory for the boys. I thought we were quite good. I thought we dominated the game. I thought we was on the front foot. I thought we were the better team. I thought we had the better chances. I thought we passed the ball with more fluidity than Newcastle. I was quite surprised to see on the stats that Newcastle actually shaded possession. It never really felt like that to me. They also had quite a few shots on goal. And again, it didn't feel like that. But of course, I'm looking at it from the Arsenal perspective, and maybe that skewed my opinion on the game and my view on the game. But there were some positive things to take back from. Most notably, our new boy Martin Zubimendi. I was very, very impressed with him in Martin Zubimendi. We've got someone that's very technically capable. What I find impressive about him is he's always looking to pass the ball forwards, which is something that I want to see in this team, because last season and even somewhat the season before that, there's a lot of sideways and backwards. Playing further upfield, which I didn't really expect, but he's actually quite dangerous in and around the box with little neat, intelligent passes forward, which is very important again to break low blocks next season. We suffered quite badly in terms of being able to break down low blocks. I think with Martin Zubimendi might offer us another avenue in being able to do that. So I was quite impressed with him. Quick note on Gyokere, who I didn't think was particularly impressive during the game. And I don't know how I feel about Ricardo. I think he's had a couple of bright moments for the Arsenal. He scored some really good goals last season, but his performances on the pitch haven't exactly overwhelmed me or had me too impressed, if I'm being honest with you. His injury record has been atrocious at Arsenal, and we have to remember as well is that we signed him off the back of a bad injury, and he's come to Arsenal. He's struggled to stay fit for long periods of time, and his performances have left a little bit to be desired. I'm by no means shooting him down or dismissing him for the season, but I would say that he is a slight concern. Gabriel Martinelli, I say this with a heavy heart because I've been a fan of Martinelli since he's been at the club, to be honest with you. I thought 3 or 4 years ago, I thought he had the world at his feet. You know, you had the likes of Jurgen Klopp singing his praises very, very frequently. But over the last sort of 2 seasons, he's kind of flattered to deceive for me. Martinelli, he's gone backwards in his performances. He seems to lack confidence. His crossing isn't great. His decision making, which for me is the biggest crux to the issue with Martinelli, I think has been a problem. And he doesn't seem to be coming out of this. He seems to have been in this mould for, last season he was mediocre. I think the season before that he was poor. So for me, this is a massive season for him. And so far in this pre-season, although I didn't watch the AC Milan game, by all accounts, he wasn't great. And again, against Newcastle, when he came on, he wasn't particularly great. So that's another concern for me. A massive season for Gabriel Martinelli coming up, I would say. Kai Havertz, I thought, was okay. I didn't think he was great. He had one chance that he probably should have done better with from a header. He works hard. I think that's one thing about Kai. I think we can all agree that we love about him is that he does work hard. He puts a shift in for the team. He puts his body on the line, and I think there was a lot more of that. And of course, it's been well documented that he's bulked up. But generally, I wasn't overly impressed with Kai. With that said, he played a monumental part in 2 of our 3 goals. Of course, the first goal for Merino, which was a fantastic finish from this guy. What a finisher Mikel Merino is, by the way. That goal that he took was absolutely sensational. Brilliant, brilliant goal from Merino. But great play from Kai with a little back flick into his path. And the finish was sumptuous. It was such a nice... the thing about Mikel Merino, he actually finishes like he's an accomplished striker. He really, really does. Like, his finishing is top notch. And that was a really, really good goal. Great play from Kai Havertz. Quick thinking from Leandro Trossard as well. And that was a great goal from Mikel Merino. And of course, the second goal was quite hilarious, actually. I thought, but it came from a Kai Havertz cross. And I believe it was Aaron Murphy who absolutely rasped it into his own net. And it was quite... I was laughing. I can't lie. With apologies to Murphy, but that was a fantastic finish. The way he rasted it, it was like he was actually trying to score. It was hilarious. But yeah, that came from Kai Havertz. They got back into it through another Murphy, This time it was Jacob Murphy with a shot, kind of speculative, and I would have expected David Raya to do a bit better with that. I was surprised when it went in. I got to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed in him. And okay, Max Downman. I don't know if I've got the capability to articulate myself after seeing what I saw on Sunday, and I don't want to overcook it. I really don't, because there's enough fans doing that already. I don't want to add to it, but I just want to say that I've not seen a performance like that or been as excited by a performance like that from a youngster ever. And we've just seen the likes of Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly break through. We've seen the likes of Bukayo Saka break through, and look at what Bukayo Saka is now. But Max Downman may just go to another level in terms of my excitement for a young player coming through the Arsenal. This is a 15-year-old, and he's taking on grown men that are known for being brutes. The likes of Joe Linton, trying to kick him, trying to bring him down, grabbing him. And he had it had no impact on him whatsoever. Every time he was on the ball, he looked like he was going to do something dangerous. He's got a level of confidence which is way beyond these years. He's demanding the ball at all times, and when he gets the ball, his first thought is attack. He's literally trying to take players on, and I love players like that. Who doesn't like a winger that gets the ball and decides, yo, in fact, you know what, I'm calling him a winger. I don't even know if he's a winger, guys. I got to be honest, I don't know too much about Max Downman. I'm only going by what I've seen on highlights and, you know, the little bits and pieces that you hear. But Sunday was really my introduction to him. But yeah, I assume he can play on the wing. He was playing on the wing for Saka when Saka came off against Newcastle, and he was excellent. I also believe he can probably play more central, a bit very in a similar realm to Nwaneri. But absolutely unbelievably impressed by what I saw by Max Downman. I mean, he's skipping past players, he's bearing in on goal, and of course Joe Linton is struggling, he's panicking, and he's just bundled into him. It's a clear penalty, and yeah, it's this kid, man. This kid. And I'm just thinking to myself, you're doing this against Newcastle at 15, and again it's pre-season, don't want to overhype it, but it's exciting. He's exciting, you know, he wins us the penalty, and Odegaard stepped up, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of had a feeling that Odegaard might miss, but he actually tucked it away with aplomb, buried it well, and 3-2 up. I mean, we managed to hold on for the 3-2 victory in the end, so it's 2-2. Of course, we signed our striker, Viktor Gyokeres, much to the relief of everybody. It's great to see him in the interview, and just a quick thought on Viktor Gyokeres. I feel like I watched his interview, as I'm sure most of you would have as well, and I liked it. And let me tell you the reason why I liked it, because it was boring. It was boring. He looked like he didn't really want to be answering the questions too much. He looked a bit fed up, and he looked serious. And that is the type of players that I want at this club. I want serious, boring players. Yeah, call me Viktor Gyokeres. That's what they should call me. I mean, he had that going on, and I loved it. He's just very steely, very about his business, and yeah, man, I'm just so happy to see him there. Of course, he met the players, he met his teammates, and that was nice to see. He came out to what seemed like and sounded like a great reception from the Singapore crowd, and that in itself will help him understand, not that maybe he needs to understand, but it will just show him a demonstration of just how massive we are, that he was able to get that level of reception so many miles away from London. Hopefully he gets a place in the squad against Spurs, who of course we play on Thursday, and that would be great to see him in there. If he can get a debut goal against Spurs, just how good would that be if he was actually able to get a goal on Thursday? That would be absolutely brilliant. But yeah, man, over the moon that he's here. Number 14, of course we know he's got that. He decided that he wanted that shirt, which just kind of gives us an indication into the kind of mentality that he's got. He's not hiding. He just looks like he's ready to go. He looks like a machine, doesn't he? He looks like he's so confident, and I can't wait to see what he does in an Arsenal shirt for sure. In terms of the transfers, I think it's I expected it to go a little bit quiet after we confirmed Viktor Gyokeres, and I think that's exactly what's happened as well. Of course, the Eze rumours are still there, but they are just rumours at this moment in time. There hasn't been any movement in terms of any real actual activity from the club to club, or from Arsenal initiating a bid or attempting to trigger the release clause. It's all kind of you know, just rumours, just bubbling. You know, Arsenal are interested, Arsenal are exploring, but nothing significant has happened with Eze. I believe that there will be one more signing, and I pray to God that it is Eze, because I just feel as if I feel as if Eze is the true last piece of the jigsaw. I don't think it's Gyokeres. People are saying that's the last piece. I understand why they're saying it, because obviously we've been void of a striker for so long, but I actually believe Eze would be that last piece. Obviously, we've heard the rumours about Gabriel Jesus looking like he's going to leave the club, which is surprising to me. I didn't see that one coming. I was actually resigned to the fact that we would have him for at least one more year. I did not anticipate at all that Jesus would be departing the club now. It kind of just makes it a little bit more strange that Gyokeres didn't take the number 9, but it is what it is. So there we have it, guys. That is my quick wrap up of the last few days. Once again, thank you for joining me, and please help the channel grow by subscribing, passing on the word, sharing and liking. It's greatly appreciated. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and there is plenty more content to come, so keep your eyes peeled. And one love, I'm Elts for the Arsenal Bloodline. I'll see you soon. Peace.